Alex and Neil, join us now and welcome to you. It's so nice to have you sitting here where you should be. Alex, watching you from the start, I mean, you are the perfect Strictly story, really, because to begin with, you know, this is a completely different world from the one you've come in. It's so different to football, but you've blossomed so much.
Yeah, I think, do you know what? I think everyone's just seeing me absolutely love the whole experience.
Yeah.
I think that week one till now, week one, I was more worried about what if I get a step wrong? What if this happens? And now I'm just totally embracing it and just loving dancing.
Yeah.
As a footballer, did that help with the nerves?
Yeah, I've kind of been, even with football, I've not really been a nervous person. My favourite quote ever is Billie Jean King, pressure is privilege. You train and you want to be in those situations, so it's just about going out there and loving it. And that's kind of what I've embraced with Strictly as well.
And how did you feel about the partnership when you were first partnered?
Oh, I was really happy. At the beginning, we spoke about it. I was like, I don't care who I get, you know. I'll work with everyone, it'll be fine. But at that moment when they were about to announce, I actually got nervous. And I was like, please, let me have Alex. I want to have Alex. Because we got on so well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's like you have 2 days just before and you meet all the other pros and everything, and straight away we sat down and we were talking. We have football in common as well. He's a huge Liverpool fan.
Well, you wanted to show her off, didn't you? When you got to the show, you want to say, look at this, look what she can do. She's worked so hard.
Yeah, and she does, like, all the time. She's like, I think we do, like, 12 hours a day most of the time.
We was rehearsing until 10 o'clock last night trying to get this dance done for
That's what happens
Saturday.
when you get a sports person.
Yeah.
So Halloween, it's meant to be scary, it's meant to be Fright Night. I mean, yours really was. This was a few hours before you went live. You're doing your sort of dress run, as you always do before a live show. What happened?
It was just the weirdest thing. We had these proto packs.
Yeah,
and the
Ghostbusters. Ghostbusters stuff.
And I thought it came off and hit me in the back of the leg. So I looked down and I was like, no, there's nothing there. And it continued. And then I was like, OK, it's feeling funny. And you saw my face.
It's the look on his face. He was just about to go into a lift and he was like, I can't. And I was like, what's wrong?
Yeah, and it just
And what
completely
was it
went.
then?
I had a strain, just a little split in the muscle. And that was enough that I just couldn't walk on it.
So you knew then that you couldn't dance.
Yeah.
And you are moments away, really, from a live performance.
Yeah.
And so someone else has to be found. And that other person was Kevin Clifton, who happened to be... He'd been knocked out in week 2 or 3 with the Rice. So he's just hanging around backstage.
Yeah.
Kevin, you've got to learn the dance.
I think, on his laptop, yeah.
You have to learn that. He had 45 minutes, I think, to learn the dance. So what was that like for you?
I think because it happened so quickly, it was right, Kev's there, you've got to teach Kev the routine. You were sitting there icing your leg, trying to tell Kev, no, do this. And I was like, Kev, this part on this, you have to do this. And Kev was just so great.
But that was quite a hard routine. I think that proved because we had been working on it the whole week. Kevin had 45 minutes, and he even said to himself, it's not his style.
But it's the wrong dynamic as well. I mean, you're meant to be relying on the professional. That's how Strictly works. Whereas this time, he was totally relying on you. I mean, you can see you sort of shouting. He's looking to you for advice. I mean, that's not how this is
Because that was that moment when I actually felt really proud, because I was like, she really knows the whole routine. This is great. She was on her own, like,
How did you feel sitting in the wings?
It was hard because I felt... Actually, I didn't really care about my injury. At that moment, I was just thinking about Alex, and I was like, I almost felt like I let her down because I got injured. And then I was just like, I wanted her to get through and to go, like, to do everything right. And she was with the best person.
Well, then it all starts because, you know, nobody loves good news, you know. It's the gossip and the rumour and the trauma that makes the headlines. Really sort of probably started off by Craig, who said, I felt we saw you, Alex, for the first time. I have to say this accidental partnership is really working. And then the papers run with that. And the fact that there is actually you were disappointed that when Neil could come back, that you were losing Kevin, who got you such a high mark. Were you disappointed? Was there any truth in that at all?
No, and I think that's why I woke up on Sunday morning actually a little bit gutted, because I think, like how you said, Holly, I've started blossoming when we were together doing the Charleston. So it wasn't just Kev. I think I've just found this confidence. And for me, we'd done the amazing jive, which was so much fun on Saturday night. And then you wake up to those headlines. My first reaction was, oh, no, my partner is going to think I don't even like it. Because what everyone sees on TV is me having the time of my life. It's not an act. And I love dancing with you.
you know, I know Alex so well, and I know we get on well, and I've known Kevin for over 25 years. We're really good friends. And actually, between me and Kevin, we were joking because we said, actually, our highest score is not from me or Kevin, it's from her on her own. She got 34,
Good
knowing
point.
that Cole goes, that's on her, not on her.
Which is a
Good
shame
point.
that wasn't the headlines, because the headlines could have
Yeah.
been, what an amazing performance. She did it practically on her own.
It's also the other side that you've been handling it really well, but it's so hard. It's been great she's had 2 pros, but the fact that she's been in the studio dancing with Kevin, not knowing if I'm able to come back, and then having to jump in and dance with me, that's hard enough for a professional.
Yeah. What are you dancing to this weekend?
Beyonce.
Oh,
Who
you're
Run the World.
Amazing.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And for Neil as well, because you've won championships there
Yeah,
and everything,
yeah.
so it's going to be special for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Oh,
a connection with Blackpool in you, isn't there? Have you?
I've played for England there
Yeah.
before, yeah. Oh, and
course.
I'm so excited my mum gets to come.
Oh,
Because she didn't come to see me
good.
play for England there, so she gets to come see me dance.
But you never really forget the footy, of course, because the Lionesses were playing. You were caught watching.
It's actually, it took my mind off the steps of the drive and kind of overthinking things. I've got to support the girls as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you, Beth.
Good luck
Thank
on
you.
Saturday. We'll be watching 7:05 on BBC One. Thank you.